Welcome back to NC Bass, and today I'm on Mountain Island Lake. I've been here once, but I was in a buddy's boat. I've never took my boat here, but it seems to fish a lot like Lake Norman. That's what I'm hoping I can actually catch them. And I know it's like the warmest lake near my house, so these fish have got to be on beds, but apparently they brought the water up a ton, and now it's dropping back down some. It's dropped back, they brought it almost up to full pool, and then it's dropped like a foot. So it might make these fish that are trying to spawn move off and move on their beds, or maybe their beds are still in deep water. Who knows? But I'm gonna try to sight fish some, but it might be too cloudy today to sight fish. The wind's gonna pick up later on about 12 o'clock, but I'm hoping I can get some on topwaters. The bigger fish seem to be like topwaters. Apparently pink fluke's been working here good. I might throw that around. Shaky head and a wacky rig always catches them around the spawn. I'm hoping they're up shallow. Maybe I'm really wanting to sight fish. If I can't sight fish here, I might have to go to Norman, but goal for today, probably catch 5 keepers. I'd be happy with. There's more largemouth here than Norman. It's about 50-50, but there's a ton of spots in here too. It's about 50-50 though, but the fish aren't really much bigger than they are at Norman, but you could catch a big one here. I'm hoping I can catch a big one off a bed. Hopefully I can get a good pattern going. Let's see how it goes. God, got him that time. He followed it out and nipped at it and then ate it. Yeah, a little largy. Maybe on a bed the way he followed it out, but I don't think so. I mean, this is right close to the main lake. First buzzbait fish of the year. The second time he ate it. First time he slapped the blade. It's a little fat guy. I mean, he's tall. Started off with a buzzbait with no frog on it. Could not get, just seemed too light. It's catching the wind, but he's probably a keeper, and he's got some weight to him too. Good. They're in that tree. And they're fun on topwater. That's a spot that time. There we go. Again, ate it. There's so much pollen and stuff on top of the water that I can't throw a whopper plopper. A buzzbait's a way better option. Plus, when these fish get real shallow, I like a buzzbait because it hits the water so much softer than a whopper plopper, and you can throw it right up on the bank. Just can't make as long a cast. That's the only thing I don't like about a buzzbait. But you also can catch bigger fish on a buzzbait, I feel like, too. But there's a decent little spot. This tree's got some fish in it. Good. I mean, I'm liking the way they're eating a buzzbait, even the tiny ones. They're getting it down. I mean, he is Lake Norman size, and he still ate it. Definitely don't need to change colors. I was about to put on a black buzzbait, but a little tiny spot. Good. I mean, even the little guys are getting it. That fish has been gorging. That fish has been eating well. God. Little fat guy. They're fun on topwaters. That was cool. Well, that's the one I missed in the wacky rig or not. He smashed the popper and I hooked him sideways now. I like how this splashback walks, but it's so light. I'm about to put the Rashi back on. I can cast it so much better. Little tiny spot. They're fun on topwaters though. He's got it. Got him. Oh, nice one. Oh my God. Just about to make it big. Got him. Finally hooked one. I missed the last 7 on this popper. They're just barely hitting it. Finally got one on the popper. hooked, and he's hooked in the chin. He's about to come off. They're just slapping at it. I think these fish are building beds, but don't have beds yet. That's not a bad fish. There we go. I'll take that. Well, biggest fish of the day, probably. It's only 2 pounds, but we're getting bites. I just got to put these fish in a boat. Well, guys, midday update. I waste a lot of time in that creek looking for beds. It's still a little bit cloudy, and the sun wasn't quite high enough. It's like 11:30 now, but the sun's getting high enough to maybe I can sight fish. The water was definitely clear enough back there. I don't know what little creek, like right past the bridge. I don't know exactly what creek it is, but now I'm in Gar Creek, and there's got to be some beds back here, but the water looks a little more stained back here. But I'm throwing that popper to get them to show themselves, and they keep slapping. I keep missing fish. That one I lost was probably 3 pounds. And he slapped the popper, and I threw the wacky rig in there, and he took off with it. And I keep losing fish on that wacky rig hook. I'm starting to get frustrated with it. But if they'll eat the popper, I'll keep throwing it. And guys, I'm throwing this Arashi, what is it? Arashi cover pop, and I've caught a ton of fish on this thing. That's why I caught that big one at High Rock. And I throw it on 40-pound braid with a 14-pound mono leader. And look, it's only like a 18-inch leader, just a little bit of stretch for the hook, not to pull the treble hooks out, but this thing has size 2 hooks on it. That's what I like about this popper too. And I'm making accurate casts, so I'm throwing with a short rod, a 610, and I'm not trying to throw far, but that braid, so a lot of people don't like braid with treble hooks, but with these big treble hooks, it seems to do way better, and I can control a fish a lot better. I even put a snap on it, a real light snap. I mean, not one that's going to bend out with this braid, but you won't. I used to like a loop knot to keep it walking good, but I've had a couple of issues with a loop knot, and this thing's light enough where it doesn't affect it, and it just helps this thing walk a little bit better, because I want to cast it at a bed or cast it at a dock post and just pop it, and it sits right there in place. I'm not covering water with this bait. I'm throwing it where I think they're at, and if I see a light spot, like lately, today I've not been able to actually sight fish, but I can see light spots, and I'll cast to it, and they'll come and at least slap at this popper. I'm missing a lot of fish on it, but I'm gonna keep looking for bed fish. It's time consuming, but they're bigger. All the fish I caught on the main lake were tiny. I know those on the main lake, it's gonna be little fish. I'm looking for fish that are pulling up the spawn or already spawning. Hopefully I can catch a big one. Oh, there's one. Getting the wrap. Ain't big. If I can finally get one in on this wacky rig, it'd be amazing. He's tiny. Just lost one on it again. I've had 3 fish on this thing today. Haven't got one in. Should change hooks. But bent my hook out some. Maybe that'll help. Got this fish in. He's not very big, but I had one wrap me up on a pole over there too. They're starting to get on the shade. They're not biting topwaters. I'm about to have to go to finesse fishing, but if they can really get on the shade, I can catch them. He's tiny. I gave up on Gar Creek. I'm going back here where I started. I'm gonna try to catch that one I lost earlier, but I'm gonna go to the very back of this one too, see if I see more beds. Oh. That's not a green sunfish. He's tiny still. I get my glasses. That just shows I gotta let it sit longer. He's just, oh my gosh, he's on the bed, because look how skinny he is. I mean, so skinny. Look, just pop right out. Teeny tiny. Look at that fish. Like something got a hold of him too. Like a herring probably. That fish is not in good shape. I would assume he's on a bed. Let's go and catch the female. Oh, there's one right there. Yes. It's not even big. It's so far away. This creek is loaded. Glad I came back here. Right in the corner. He's a Lake Norman size fish. Just a little spot. Hard to sight fish when you can't see the fish. There it is. Oh, she's got it. Got her that time. Yes. Nice fish. Worth the work. The female too. Yes. There we go. Man, I thought I was never gonna get this fish. Yes. Yes. There we go. Man, I thought I was never gonna get this fish. Yes. Finally. Same one I hooked this morning. That's the female. I had the male bite the whack come out and stare at the popper. The male's 2 pounds. She's maybe 3. She's a little skinny and beat up. He's still out there protecting them. Finally got her to bite. She's got her. Got the female. Oh, and I lost her. She's about the same size. Man, all that work. She was getting riled up. That could have been the male. They're about the same size. I think the male and the female are about the same size. She might have been a tad bit bigger. I can't tell which one's the male and which one's the female. I probably caught the male the first time, as skinny as it was. God, all that work, and I couldn't even get the fish in. Lost my worm too. Lost my baton. Dang, little spots. Anything off the bank, it's these little guys. If I don't sight fish, they're tiny spots. Oh, there's a bed. It's a bass. I don't know where the bed is though. Put it up there somewhere. He's got it. Got him. On the shaky head. I just seen him. I never seen the bed, but it's a good one. Don't jump off, but stay away from the pole. Yes, we will take that one for sure. Right here close to the boat ramp. Oh, I feel like they're hooked so much better with a shaky head than compared to a wacky rig. He ate it deep. He's about to come off. He's skin hooked. Yes! There we go. Yes. Skin hook, guys. These fish aren't eating it, they're just moving it. That's what I needed to end the day right there. I was about to make an outro. Right there on that boat ramp. I seen them swimming off. They didn't look that big in the water. These fish look way smaller in the water than they actually are. On that right bait's probe, the pink one, and everybody's saying the pink's working here, so man, that's a freaking toad right there. That's 4.5, 5 pounds. Let's put weight on her. Yep, I'm way off, guys. This scale is way off too, but 365 apparently. I don't believe that thing. I mean, it's only 0.34 off, so 19 3/4. That's the 20 line right there. Yeah. Still a freaking donkey. If you guys can see that. I'm liking Mountain Island. It's got some big fish. It was really tough though most of the day. I mean, these fish are just pulling up on beds. I mean, there's still a lot of old beds too, but it's not like these fish are committed to the beds. They're swimming off of them. There's not a pair. This is a female, so the ones that have pairs on it are the ones that are biting because they actually have eggs on it. But that's a nice one. We'll get her back in the water. There she goes. I'm still gonna fish the stretch of dock because I'm right here at the boat ramp at Neck Road, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. Good. Nice one. Man, I hope I got that on video. Oh, that's a beast. That is a beast. She's barely hooked. Oh my God, I was about to leave. Oh, she's gonna jump again.
my God, get in the net, please. Oh my God. The hook just fell right out. Yes! The hook just fell out. I had her hooked on top of the head. She was fighting so hard. Oh my God, what a beast. I hope I got that on. Oh my gosh, I wish I bought a scale. That is a giant. I wish I had an accurate scale right now. Oh my God. Home. I thought she was jumping out of the water like a little fish, like a spot. Oh my God, what a fish. I'm so glad I didn't leave yet. Anyways, new lake PB, guys. 588. Yes. 88. I was way off, guys. Oh my God, yes. What a giant, guys. Almost 6 pounds. Definitely on that messed up scale. Probably 23 inches long. You can see she's probably on a bed or near a bed or protected. I'm sure she's on the bed, but look at this. Can't even get it in my camera, guys. Look at the size of this fish. Yes. Who cares about Lake Norman? Mountain Island and High Rock are where the big fish at. I cannot believe the size fish are in Mountain Island. Look at that fish. That is crazy. I cannot believe the size of this fish. Woo. God, that's a beast. There she goes. Well, guys, now I'm gonna call it a day. I already filmed the outro, but I wanted to fish this line of docks where I left, and thank goodness I did, because that was a giant. I've said it once and I'll say it before. If this popper, any kind of popper really, around beds, the topwater prop baits too, popping frogs, even buzz bait, especially when it's cloudy, the females just can't stand something to make a lot of noise. The big fish are what you like, dragging something on the bottom of your plate, just gonna catch a male. But that fish is definitely on a bed, and she was mad about this thing coming. I hope I got that on video, because she killed it just like that one at High Rock did. That's 2 weeks in a row I've beat my lake PB with a popper around beds. These fish are definitely pulling up the spawn. If you guys have not been to Mountain Island, go give it a try. This is a good lake. It's full of fish. You can catch spots all day, but I did not know there's fish like that in there. I'm gonna have to come back more often. So pumped about that. That was a giant fish. Really made my day. This is my favorite time of the year to fish, guys. These fish get around beds. I know everybody says sight fishing is not fair and you shouldn't do it. And sight fishing is fun, and you've seen the game how hard it is to sight fish. I caught more fish. The bigger fish I caught were just blind casting and going around fishing around where I think they'll be bedding. The ones I actually see on the bed, I could not really get on the bite. But I'm really bummed about there not being any tournaments, because this is the time of year I can catch them. Like last year, I done well in the Tuesday tournaments this time of year, and I wish we would have had the big bass tournament. I'm going to stop fishing Norman so much, I guess, because I fish other lakes and I actually catch big fish. And I mean, Norman's just gets pressured a lot, and those fish are not as big. I didn't think this lake was really known for big fish, but I guess it is now. I came here to kind of just catch numbers, but I'm glad I somehow caught some big ones. I need an accurate scale. I can't wait to get a scale that actually works, and that fish was probably 6 pounds. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.